Okay, next up, we have CarePenguin. CarePenguin CEO Marla will be pitching on behalf of the team. The most pressing problems in the world require extremely unique out-of-box solutions, and that's exactly what this team has done. Really excited to hear more about it tonight. Hand it over to you, Marlo.
Thank you. All right. All right, I'm Marlo, the CEO of CarePenguin. So when was the last time you talked to your parents or grandparents? How do you know your elderly loved ones are okay? Well, 75% of the people we talk to rely on calling their elderly loved ones every day purely to make sure that they're still alive. That's not a conversation that anyone wants to have, but they have to have out of fear that their parent will fall or something will happen and they won't find out for days. But that's just one touch point in 24 hours. What if you could have 10 touch points in a day without you or your parent having to change anything? Adult children are worried about their aging parents, and this problem is only growing with the elderly population that's projected to nearly double from 52 million to 90 million by 2050. So we need a solution to keep these senior citizens safe, aging in place, especially now with COVID, that doesn't make them feel like they're living under a microscope. CarePenguin brings peace of mind to families with elderly loved ones living alone through non-invasive and inexpensive activity monitoring technology. And we do this by comparing profiles of water use to detect anomalies. So our sensor easily attaches to the hot water source for a home, and anyone can install it, super easy, takes about 3 minutes. And it constantly takes the temperature of that pipe throughout the day. So anytime someone turns on a faucet anywhere in the house, the temperature of that pipe spikes way up, indicating that someone is up and active and going about their normal daily routine. Water use is a great proxy for human behavior, as the average senior citizen uses water about 6 to 10 times a day. And the types of activities that would set off a water usage event for CarePenguin include things like taking a shower, washing your hands, running the dishwasher, rinsing a dish, making tea. And patterns of activity become very obvious very quickly. So if you want to check in on your parents like I did yesterday, all you have to do is go into the CarePenguin app and, oh, looks like there has been no activity at my parents' house. That doesn't look good. Activity is not typical for today. Let's look closer. Here we're taken to a screen where you can see that there's been no uses except for about an hour ago. And then you can also see this raw data screen that shows you that there was no temperature change on that pipe, meaning no activity except for that one. And I actually called them and found out that they were away and they had just come home. But to look at like a normal day of activity, let's look at my own house. So Vernon main house, activity looks normal. The day began around 7:18 a.m. and it gives you a little summary. Everything looks normal. Click into that. And we can see all the times we've used water throughout the day, as well as this graph where you can easily see when we were sleeping versus when we woke up and we were active throughout the entire day. And if we do detect an anomaly, for example, if your parents usually up and active before 10 a.m. and today they haven't been, we'll send a notification to the adult child or caregiver, encouraging them to check in and make sure that everything's okay. This need for technology to help elders age in place is a growing market. Our total addressable market of senior home care is $9 billion, which is part of a larger global home care industry worth $261 billion. And the current technology solutions in this market are invasive of senior citizens' privacy, like motion sensors or cameras. They're also really expensive. And then the Apple Watch and Life Alert, we found that senior citizens just do not wear these things. So CarePenguin is really focusing on being a simple solution that's non-invasive and just as comprehensive. So we are a SaaS business enabled by a little bit of hardware. So we're planning on charging around $30 for the sensor itself as a pass-through cost, plus a $9 monthly subscription. And we're going to start direct to consumer, but we could ultimately expand into the B2B space through the healthcare industry. So to date, we have done 152 customer discovery interviews. We have 8 beta users testing our products, machine learning for water usage patterns. We're just finishing up our iOS app that will be fast followed by an Android app. We just hired an industrial designer and a circuit board designer. We partnered with Cooley. We have a patent in progress. We built 15 alpha sensors that are ready for launch. And we did 8 investment pitches, which led to 8 investments, which leads me to our angel round. Our goal was to raise $60,000 to $100,000, and in 7 days we raised $101,000. And we are planning on using this funding to get our products to market by the end of the year. Here's our awesome team. Like I said, I'm the CEO. Just graduated from the Leeds School of Business. Todd Vernon is the CTO. He has started 3 companies, and our 3rd founder is currently remaining anonymous, but he is a seasoned back-end engineer. So right now we are looking for people who want to test the production product in our target market. We're also looking for a part-time front-end engineer, and we will start financing again at the beginning of the year. So if this is applicable to you or anyone you know, feel free to shoot me an email, marlo@carepenguin.com. Thanks for listening.